Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We are the RC Sailors, and this week we are bringing to you guys 6 quadcopters under $90 with cameras that can just film. Also, some of them that'll do FPV, and this is one that should do FPV Wi-Fi on your phone. This is the global drone GW007 Quadcopter.
Yeah.
We got ours at
Banggood.com for $60.
Yeah, $60 even for a pretty sweet little quad. Now my dad has this and he says the motors are pretty strong on it, so I had to get one for myself to see, $60 quad that'll do FPV with strong motors.
And this will be linked down in the description box so you can check it out too.
Right now we're going to unbox this to show you guys what comes in it, then we'll take it out and fly it with you, and we'll follow up with a review to let you know what we think about this quadcopter. Okay, let's bust into this. So it's a pretty basic box with the pretty standard flimsy white, plastic that holds everything. But I still would suggest that if you're just getting into the hobby, maybe you keep this, hold on to it, because it helps keep your stuff organized and, dust won't get on it, all that good stuff. Cool. And this one actually does have a nice little lid that comes off, so that's pretty sweet. Can't complain about that. We'll jump right in and take a look at the quadcopter itself. It feels cool. It's got kind of like almost like a rubbery coating on it. Not quite rubbery, just not sleek plastic, matte. It looks very matte, and it's very, very cool. I like that. The camera's already plugged in.
The lights look like they're going to be awesome.
Yeah, I like this. It feels like it's got some weight to it, like it's not super cheaply made. So I like the look of it. I like the design. And that's really all I can say about it. It does have an on-off switch on the side here, so that's nice. But I'd say I gotta pop the hatch open somehow to access the battery. No, there's a little port here right by the camera where you plug the charger in. So, yeah, pretty cool. It's set up for Wi-Fi, and it's got the little antenna hooked into the bottom of the camera. Very nice.
The transmitter is pretty much ready to go for FPV.
Nice.
And it has that feeling of we need to figure out what it's called. It's like it's a nice little grippy, smooth material that feels good. So it has some of that on there. It looks kind of tacky, but I like the big silver buttons on it. Yeah. It looks kind of cool.
I like it. It looks spaceship kind of themed.
Yeah. And it has a bunch of buttons not labeled, but it does have a screen, so maybe when the screen comes on, maybe it kind of tells you. It has some buttons up here. It probably takes 4 AA batteries. Yeah. And it has your phone holder that's going to screw right in there. Your phone will go on.
It looks like this is fairly stretchy this way, so hopefully most phones will fit in there.
Cool.
That's pretty standard. I've seen this before. So in this little white box you had your wall charger, and I do like that it's a wall charger and not just a USB. Usually they kind of charge a little faster that way, and you're not using up your USB stuff all the time. And this is a female port, and the quad is a female port as well, so it came with a little male converter in here with 2 male ends, so you're gonna have to plug that in to the charger so that you can charge it to the quad. And then you've got 4 spare props, a little screwdriver, and a prop removing tool. We've never broken a prop on anything this small, especially one that's got prop guards on it. And they look pretty good on there, so we'll probably leave it on. But you can take those prop guards off with a little metal screw holding that in. So
this quad looks awesome. It's so spaceship looking. I'm hoping the lights look cool. So let's get out and fly it.
Yeah. Alright, well, we are out with the GW007 global drone. I've got it bound. You do have to throttle up and down after you get a bind. And you have to connect your phone's Wi-Fi to the UFO drone and then download the UFO drone app. There's a QR code on the box when you get it. Now we actually have a pretty live signal. This is one of the fastest Wi-Fi connections I've ever seen. The unfortunate thing is that the phone holder absolutely will not hold Abby's iPhone 6s Plus even out of the case, so I'm gonna have to just kind of do this and stay low to the ground while I fly to get an FPV experience. So I'm doing this just for safety. Let's take off and see how this flies FPV. just flying line of sight right now to see how it works, and I'm keeping it in a nice low agility mode. And the Wi-Fi connection is actually one of the best ones I've ever seen on any quad, really. I'm really surprised at how good this is. It's almost acting like a 5.8 gigahertz connection, because every time I give it yaw and zip it around, it's responding extremely well. I didn't think this would work as well as it's working. I'm flying solely FPV right now. Let me see if I can actually record this to Abby's phone. Oh, that's close. It says it's recording. Now, there's no slot. Oh, I just lost my connection. It had a little lag spike. There's no slot on the quad for an SD card. So if it's going to record, it's going to have to record directly to her phone.
Do you have a record button?
Yeah, it says it's recording. Okay, let's try out a few speed differences here. Should be in a higher rate now. There's the highest rate. And the throttle punch is just non-existent on this. I can go full throttle and it really doesn't do much for me. It acts like that camera is just way too heavy for this quad. So really being in a higher rate doesn't do you a lot of good, because if you go full pitch, you don't have enough throttle to get it up off the ground. So I'll go back to the slowest rate, because that's what's flying well on this quad. Let's try super flip mode is what the button says, top right corner. And there's a flip. See, we are still recording, so that's cool. We'll do a couple more flips for you. Abby, here we go, 3, 2, 1. It just loses altitude so fast. But it's doing flips okay. Let's see. Don't really have any other buttons that are labeled, and I hate to mess up the filming of the quad here for you. The quality of the Wi-Fi though is absolutely awesome. I mean, it almost acts like it's high definition. It's just too heavy of a quad. It's too heavy for the amount of throttle that we have. I don't trust it, because I'll do a full throttle punch for you. 3, 2, 1. That was really slow. We just don't have the throttle punch on this guy. But as far as flying it with FPV goes, this again is one of the best Wi-Fi FPV quads I've experienced. You want to try, Abby?
Yes.
Okay, let's land it here, and then it's all you. Alright, it flies really well. Just be careful with your phone. And you'll see what I mean about the throttle. It just acts like you just don't have enough throttle.
I already forgot. Guess you were kind of sitting like that, weren't you?
Yeah. And then fix your quad a little there. Yeah, see, it's really inconvenient. Needs a lot of throttle just to get it in the air. Abby's flying. You have to check out the Wi-Fi signal too. So the lights look really good on this guy. They're very bright, and the motors aren't too loud or anything. No, it did a flip on the ground. The headlight looks really cool. So orange. Nice, yeah. Abby said it looks like good angel and bad angel. The blue eyes are good, and the red eyes are bad. Oh, she's upside down. Here, I'll let you do a hand takeoff. Let me fix the audio. No. Okay, go. That would be nice if it kept track of that. Abby says that the controller, the transmitter, is telling her, oh, the phone says 30% left on it. So that might be how much. Yep, there's a low light indicator. Okay, hopefully it kept that file. And see, here's our low light indicator. So we get some blinking lights when it's low. Sorry you didn't get a very long flight time there. Abby.
That's all right. I really like the way the transmitter feels, and I like the lights on the quad. Looks really good in the air. Easy to tell orientation, and I love that. I think it's so important for beginners is to be able to see orientation, and the lights make that incredibly easy.
I agree. The only thing I'd like to see on this is more throttle on the throttle punch.
Just a little bit more overall control.
Yeah. Overall, it's a decent quadcopter for the price. We'll have it linked for you in the description box below. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys in the next video.
Bye!